This is going to be probably a very extremely boring video because I'm not going to be in front of the camera, which I do apologize when I'm doing this. I'm trying to give an opinion and based on observation. I like using the word metaphysical to make sense of when I'm looking at the video I posted way back in September of 2020 and try to show what I think is going on. The door, when the ghost or object first comes into the door, I still say the reason why you see that as a silhouette is because the door space. The door space, still, when the object's there, I still say the object knows the dimension of the door. So when it starts to move forward and forth to the door, I still say the reason is because basically the space of the door, that's why the height is at around 5 foot tall, is the object, the actual ghost, knows the door dimensions of the door. When the object starts moving closer to the bar, this area, when it comes into the bar like this, starts coming into the bar, it has to know the bar is there. So what it does, the lower part of the actual ghost goes smaller. When it goes over the counter right over here, it starts to come into frame over here. It has to know the dimensions of what's over here, of the actual microwave that is there. It has to know this is as well over here. And when you get into what's happening, the object, when it comes over here, is also aware of this over well here. This is on top. So when the ghost or object comes into frame over here, it's moving across the countertop. It goes right over here. When it's stationary, it's right near the microwave. It has to sense the height of the microwave. And when it's standing, it's going into aware of the dimensions of the actual microwave. And also when it comes over, there's one shot, you want to use this for a prop. When it comes over, it looks like it's leaning over like this. It has to be aware of the fact that this area here, the dimension of the microwave, this above it, this piece over here, is aware of this piece, aware of that as well. When you see the object stationary for like about 20 seconds, right about there, it's listening to what I'm talking about. So it's aware of the fact I'm there. Also, I still say at the time, this is where the position of the camera was right above where this is, right where my hand is going to be, right about here. So the shot was coming from here, my fingers, sorry, and then going right towards the door. You never see the lower part of the door. The other thing to note here, if you are watching that video, strongly suggest slow down the speed of the video and then try to focus in. I use the slowest setting, and I found myself looking at something, I still say around, the activity starts around 4 minutes and 28 seconds when it starts to come in and out of frame. From there also, towards the end of the video, about 34 minutes and 45 seconds, if you slow the video down, you'll see the same object there again for like a nanosecond. About 34 minutes and 45 seconds to 46 seconds. There's also something to note in the video that I find fascinating. And that is toward the end of the video, you'll see what looks like gas inside this area in the kitchen. What I find fascinating is that when I first come to this chair here, at the chair right here, right in front of I picked up the remote camera I had there, and I started noticing something fascinating, was that over here, you'll see something that looks like it's interacting with me here, around right about the kitchen area. And I still say that's a big question mark. What exactly is that? The resolution of the video is like 480p, so there's no way to tell exactly what I'm looking at, but I still say there's something interacting over here near the camera. This is what I think, I'm going to use this gaming software, where that ghost figure looks like. And this one. I'm using the game here. I'm using this. The hood. There's one shot I took of the camera where I show there's a face. I still say the face morphs into a hood. The first shot I showed like a priest character, I think, a face. The second shot, the head looks like a cone. But I still believe strongly that the actual cone is morphing. The shot, this first looks like a face, but morphs into this. That's what I'm saying. There's actually one thing to note. On top of this is closed off. On top of it, right above here, if you look closely at the photograph, right above here at the top, you're going to see something with little slits right on top of the hood. Anyway, again, this is boring. I know it is. No one's going to watch this. It didn't film very well, but I wanted to give my 2 cents about what I thought and I think is going on with that video. Thank you.